this is levels 0, 1 and 2, lesson plan 6. So warm up as always with trying to get your bubble hole going. For the older groups, trying to get your star float going. That's a really nice one. Then we're going to do a little bit of work on our backs. So with level 0, you might want to use the balls, so they're kicking the balls on their back. For level 1, I'm not bringing the aquaplanes. You could try and get them, you can put a woggle underneath their lower back, or they prefer a woggle up here, but this is a better position for it. So some widths on, so they'll want to put it like that. If you can, get it under here instead, that's a better position. Or use a short woggle out in front. So see if they can kick a width on their backs. Then we've got a game, ice caps. So with your woggle, you can make a circle. And you've got your sinkers under the water, so you're trying to get the children to get the sinkers and then come back up through the ice cap. That's the plan. That's the ice cap game. Then we're going into push and glide for level 0 and 1. Push and glide on our back. So with your level 0s, you probably want to spend a little bit of time at the bar, just getting them hold the bar, make sure they get the back of their head wet, doing a little bit of swaying, get comfortable, get their feet under the bar, get them sort of floating at the bar if you can, and then from there get them pushing off into the pool from that, with you catching them. If they're a little bit further ahead, you could try it with them holding a short woggle here, or you can have a go with them doing it unaided, or you can try it with a long woggle underneath their back. So, so they're kicking off the edge and then seeing how far they can swim, looking up at the ceiling. If they are a good level 2 and they can swim unaided on their back, so they're quite comfortable kicking their legs on the back. Once they're comfortable on their back, you can start introducing arms. Don't start introducing arms if they can't swim a width on their back, because it's completely pointless, because the moment they get their arms out, their bodies tend to sink a little bit. So you've got to concentrate on them being able to float and swim at the same time. Once they're up to that, introduce one arm at a time. Just do one to begin with. Because what I've seen quite a lot of is these children who they're not quite floating and swimming, then trying to do their arms, and the moment they do it, they just start sinking. So really nice and gently and slowly, once they're doing a lovely like kick on their back and they're floating on their backs really nicely, they can kick a width on their back, then really carefully introduce one arm, and it will be out here, and that's okay, it will come in, because that's what's keeping the balance. So just introduce one arm to begin with, and then the other, rather than trying to get them to do sort of stage 4 or 5 arms when they can't. Then we've got some unaided swims. So your level 0s, push and glide on the front, trying to get their faces in. And for the other classes, see how far they can go. And then we've got floats. So if they need to, you're back at the edge of the pool, trying to get their confidence, trying to get them to float maybe with their toes under. For your level 1s, you're working on your unaided star float on the back. Remember your teaching points for that. If you are holding them, just sort of on their shoulders here, encourage them to look up at the ceilings, encourage them to make a star shape, keep their tummies up high, and to believe they can float. That's the most important thing. They can believe that they can float and that they're nice and relaxed. So if their shoulders are up like that, try and get them working on getting the back of their hair wet and relaxing in the water. And then your level 2s, you've got tuck floats, and then you've got your star float into pencil floats and log rolls. You can use your half woggles or your little quarter woggles for those log rolls. At level 2, they can still have an aid. So either those really tiny woggles or the half woggles, pushing off with that. And then jump in. And thank you, well done. We're not doing certificates or presents. Poolside, we'll do that at the end of the full term. All right, thank you.